camera. With cameras all set up.
Yeah, we might have done some upgrades to where we can have 2 simultaneous, all in HD feature matches.
Yeah.
Which I'm super excited about. And so we will flip these around correctly. On our left, we have mono green infect.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I've been waiting to see this all day. I mean, I know I mentioned it to you a couple minutes ago. I know a friend of mine, Dave Heilker, was playing it, but last time I saw him, he said he is very dead, very, very dead.
So dead.
I was like, how's it going? Very good is what I heard, and I was like, good. He's like, no, very dead, dead. Oh, dead. That's not very good.
But Thomas, Tommy Chafe here, we have 4 Glycerol, 4 Blight Mamba, 4 Ichor Mirror rather. He is running the 4 Cathedral of War,
right.
Which I think is absolutely correct.
Yeah.
We have 4 Wild Defiance, 4 Apostle's Blessing, 2 Gut Shot, 3 Gitaxian Probe, 4 Mutagenic Growth, 4 Titanic Growth, 4 Rancor. Thank you, Wizards.
Yeah.
2 Rangers Guile. I love Rancors reprinted. It's ridiculous. And 4 Nexus, 4 Cathedral, 13 Forest. That is your main deck for his 60.
Wow, yeah, it seems like a pretty consistent deck. Just a lot of 4-ofs, a couple of 2-ofs, maybe a 3-of. But yeah, mostly it's
in the world of mono green infect, you want the most consistent thing ever.
Yeah.
And just relying on those few cards is the best.
Anthony Lowry there on the right playing red-green aggro, the Jackie Lee special, I guess, trying to go for the turn 2 sword, right? I mean, that's the plan. But yeah, he's got Birds of Paradise, Llanowar Elves, Strangleroot Geist, Borderland Ranger, Phyrexian Metamorph, Huntmaster of the Fells, Thundermaw Hellkite. 2 of those. I love that card.
We do not see enough of Thundermaw Hellkite.
No, we don't.
Seriously.
There was one on camera earlier today.
That card is so ridiculously good.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's not being played more than it is.
Yeah, I haven't gotten my copies yet, unfortunately, but I missed the boat, I think, on getting it at even a reasonable, any value on it, but it's just like, it seems so good. It's like the new Baneslayer, and I
absolutely.
just totally see it.
Well,
it's going to make some waves, even if it hasn't yet.
Well, for me, I get these echoes. There have been times where I've visited Wizards offices or I've spoken to Wizards employees, and I'm like, guys, why isn't there like a ridiculously awesome dragon? Why isn't, we've made an awesome angel.
Creature type,
we've certainly made awesome angels with the Restoration Angel and Baneslayer.
Right.
But where are the ridiculously awesome dragons? Like, there was Broodmate around for a while, and
Shivan Dragon.
Shivan, yeah, Moonveil Dragon, get you some. But, he's running 1 Wolfear Silverheart, 1 Wolfear Silverheart.
Right.
I hate that name because it's so hard to say.
It is difficult to say. Yeah. And a Thrag Tusk, another new face that we're seeing a lot of. So
we're underway.
Yeah, turn 1 Cathedral and turn 1 Llanowar Elf from Anthony Lowry.
Here we go.
If you're going to play Cathedral, turn 1 is a nice time to play it. Well, I was hoping you'd have a 2-drop, though.
Absolutely. I think the idea in a perfect world is you have the 1-drop elf
on turn 1, and then turn 2 play the Cathedral, yeah.
So that's a turn 2 sort of Feast and Famine, of which Anthony runs 2 of. And Anthony has mulled to 6, while Tommy is only on 5 cards, and will now be at far less cards.
This is looking pretty bad for Tommy.
Anthony's going to be doing some disgusting things with his mana here.
So Llanowar Elves picks up a sword, swings in for 3. Oh, also discard a card. Also, I'm going to untap my lands.
Yeah, also I'm basically going to Time Walk.
Yeah.
How's it taste? And for Tommy to come back at this point, it sort of personifies why I dislike the mono green infect deck, because it is ridiculously powerful when it hits its drops, and when it works on its tempo and so on and so forth. But when it flares out like this, or you have to mull so far down, and your opponent has more or less anything in regards to a very powerful card like a sword, you have serious problems coming back.
Yeah,
I mean, he has Viridian Corruptors in his sideboard, but Anthony is green sunning for 2, which I'm pretty sure we're going to Strangleroot Geist.
Yeah, I think so.
And allow him to bring as many beats as possible.
Yep, there's a Strangleroot Geist.
Yep.
And
I mean, from Anthony's sideboard, he has things like Arc Trails, which are problems for Tommy. He has things like Crushing Vines, which are also problems because it destroys their Inkmoth Nexus. And just plain old Dismembers can do a serious hurting on the creatures you expect to win you the game.
So everybody in but the 1 bird.
Everybody in but the 0-1.
Yeah, so it's hitting for 5 here.
And Tommy's trying to figure out what he wants to lose. I see one gut shot in his sideboard, a couple dismembers in his sideboard. I bet he really would like that naturally. He has 3 Naturalize and 2 Viridian Corruptors in the boards, but he can't dismember the bird because it has protection from black.
Yeah.
And you don't want to dismember the Strangleroot guys because that just makes you feel bad.
Yeah.
And
so Anthony just goes and moves the sword over after the untap trigger.
Yep.
Moves it over to that bird.
And as they like to say, Anthony is in the driver's seat.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even an Inkmoth Nexus at this point, like, I was thinking, like, what can Tommy have to get through? Oh, an Inkmoth Nexus, that's colorless, but there's a bird there still. Like, I mean, you're gonna need to.
He really needs a Viridian Corruptor, I think, at this point. That would help him because that would be able to kill the sword and block the Strangleroot guys. He's still way, way behind, but it would give him a shot. I would like to thank Wizard of the Coast for not letting the sword make you discard at random.
Oh, gosh.
Which, as I understand, was the original playtest design.
Oh, my gosh. That would have been awful.
Insane.
So, Tommy just needs to cast a spell or something. Like, he hasn't cast a single spell, has he?
Right. Is his hand just full of pumps and, like, Ranger's Guile and
it has
Apostle's
to be that.
Blessings or something? I mean, even if he had a Wild Defiance, I'm pretty sure he'd have played it by now. He discards a Mutagenic Growth.
Yeah.
I mean, what you have with the Mono Green Infect deck oftentimes is like I draw all the pump and I don't get the threats, or I draw all the threats and I don't get the pump.
Yeah.
Now, Cathedral of Lore helps a lot in that regard, in that all of your pump doesn't necessarily have to be in spells, they can be also in the lands.
Right.
It's not always enough, as we see right here.
Yeah, if I'm I like what Anthony's doing. He's like, I got this set up. There's no reason for me to do anything other than attack for 5 and move the sword every turn. That's all I'm gonna do. Like, there's no reason for me to do anything.
And yet another.
Yeah, move the sword, go. Here 2.
I mean, second verse, same as the first, and I think that's it from Tommy.
I don't even know if Anthony had anything else in his hand, but even if he did, I like the play of just don't do anything. I've got it set up. I have a sword and guys to wear it. That's all I need.
And so he did.
Yeah. So that was quick work in Game 3 anyway of Tommy Chafe. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see much of Mono Green Infect.
That's fair, but I mean, you know, the fact was that they both mulliganed. Tommy mulled down further than Anthony, and Anthony had the best turn 2 thing he could do against the whole deck.